You sure you want to stop the stream? A little pop-up asks you if you want to confirm that. I'll normally have this one on. And exactly the same for stopping recording as well. Just in case it accidentally gets knocked and you don't want to stop streaming, you don't want to start recording. At least you've got a confirmation box here to maybe save you in that case. So for me personally, most of the time I have these 3 boxes ticked, automatically record when streaming. That just depends on how often you want your streams recorded. If you always do, then of course it would be great to just tick that box as well. But I suggest that you have a scroll through this section, just see if there's anything that stands out to you. Maybe at a later stage, once you've gone through and set everything up, that you can then add this further level of refinement to customize things up.
Oh, thank you. I should be getting mine soon.
Yeah. I don't really play any with anyone anyway. From another
So that's the general settings. The next one down is your stream settings over here. Now this is where we get to choose our streaming service. Up here, whether it's Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, you've got all the different options there. These are the primary ones. If we actually hit show all, it brings up a massive list of all the supported live streaming platforms. But today we want to show you how it's done on YouTube. Select YouTube RTMPS. The next step I would recommend is to connect an account. So go ahead and click connect account. It will then bring up your accounts and choose the one that's right for you. And it's that simple. Now this is where we get to specify our output settings for our live streams, but also for our recording as well. So for configuring out our live stream, we need to specify a video bit rate. The default here is 4,000 kilobits per second, but with this number, the higher we go with it, the higher the quality of the stream we're going to push through to YouTube, or whichever platform you'll be broadcasting to. But it also means that our internet speed, our upload speed, needs to be capable of consistently pushing that amount of data to our broadcasting platform. Now, I'll link this page down in the resources below, but this is where YouTube suggests which bit rates you should. We can also make also be recording. I'm going to change this from default to your actual microphone that you've got connected. So for me it's this Rode NT USB Mini. And make sure that is indeed the microphone that you've got connected to your computer. Now we get to specify and put resolution 2 if you'd like. So there's colours here by default with their colour codes for MacBook webcam. I've just got the webcam today. And now we get to specify which camera we're going to link here to this video source. So if we click here, you can see I'm pretty limited with my choice. settings. And now we're going to go ahead and set up our scenes for our live streams. So you can see down the bottom left, I've already got one default, automatically reconnect. So this one here. Make sure that's enabled. So if for whatever reason your internet drops out, it's actually going to automatically other functions that you've got down these hotkeys. Hotkeys on OBS settings and our other functions to make it nice and clear. So right click and then hit rename. And let's just call this one main camera. Now for this main camera, we now need to specify which sources we want to have used, which cameras we want to have used in this scene of the main camera. So we're going to go ahead and press the plus button over here on our sources. And here, I'm going to choose video capture device. We've chosen video capture device and we get to rename it here if we like. I'm going to rename this to MacBook webcam. I've just got the webcam today. And now we get to specify which camera we're going to link here to this video source. So if we click here, you can see I'm pretty limited with my choices because I've only got the one camera hooked up, which is just the FaceTime HD camera, the built-in camera on my MacBook. And most modern day computers will have the same. They'll have a built-in camera. So you should at least have that. If you do have other cameras connected to your computer, then they will show up here and you'll be able to choose those. But today we're going to choose this camera. Hello, it works. Here I am. You can see the preset here is set to high. That's great. That's what we want. You can see there are other options there, but we're set at 1920 by 1080, which is high, and these are all lesser quality. So we want to stay on high. And then once you're happy, click OK. And here we are on our main canvas screen there. And you can see in the sources, it's added MacBook webcam, which is the camera that we're seeing right now, which is all great. Now, it is important to know that you aren't just limited to the one camera. I do have just the one hooked up to my laptop. But if you click here and you went video capture device, you'd actually have the option to add more. If there were more, you could add more there. The other options are that you can add all sorts of things. So today I'm going to give you the example of, let's say, a presentation that we could add in. So I've gone image, you can go browse, and then you can select your presentation, and there we go. And if you've got multiple pages to your presentation, you can simply go image again and find the next page of your presentation and hit OK. And you can see down here, you can just simply turn those off and on. You can also change the hierarchy of them. You can move them above each other and choose which one is most important just by clicking and dragging like so. So you could create a really basic stream this way, but where it does become a little bit more complicated is if you've got lots of different layers and lots of different inputs around your sources here, a couple of different screen shares, a couple of cameras, whatever it might be. If you're trying to switch between things while you're live, it's likely you could be clicking the wrong ones and getting frustrated and overwhelmed with all the settings. That's where scenes become really powerful. So we can have one scene just for our main camera, then we might have a scene for a screen share, we might have a scene that we cut to for playing a video animation or something like that. So that's what we're going to set up now, so you can see what that looks like. So we'll get rid of these images here and we'll hit rubbish bin. Yes, let's add a new scene over here and let's call this presentation. If I can spell correctly, presentation. Okay. Okay, cool. So now we have two scenes set up. Our main camera, hello, and our presentation, which has nothing in it at the moment. So let's set that up quickly. We hit plus, we go image, we find our first image of our presentation, our cover, happy days. Let's add a couple more just so it can look like a real presentation. Okay, so we've got a few there. Now it's brought it in sort of back to front to how I'd like it. So I'm going to put my cover image there and my second image there, just so it's nice and orderly. So 1, 2, 3, and we go down that way. Okay, so now you can see we've got our main camera here and we've got our presentation here, which we can click between in our scenes nice and easily. There's one other scene which I think you might find useful, and that is creating a screen share. Quite often people might want to do that if they're live streaming, so let's go ahead and do that. Hit plus to add another scene. I'm going to call it, you guessed it, screen share. I'm going to go OK, and then over here in our sources, add source. Display capture, I'm happy with display capture. You actually can't call it the same as your scene. As you'll see, if I try, it says name is already new, so it's got to be something different. So even if there's a gap between there, that might work. Okay, so it's automatically hooked up to the screen which I've got running at the moment. Now I actually have two screens going at the moment, lucky. So let's go ahead and see if it works. If I turn it onto the other screen, cool, it does. So let's hit OK. I'm really happy with that. Now I can switch between all my different scenes. Now, as you can see here, my second display screen is actually really large, so it doesn't quite fit into the screen we have, but you can easily just resize like so and bring it to line so it fits our screen. Perfect. And over here, I can move around easily on my screen and easily navigate like so. Another really cool tool you can use through scenes is picture in picture. Let me show you what I mean. First, you go to your screen share. You want to duplicate that. Screen share video. And then you can see it's duplicated it and created screen share with video over here in our source. Now we want to change our source to video capture device. Again, choose your camera. There I am. Hit OK, and as you can see, it's put me on top of that screen share. Now you can resize your camera there, you can bring it down, move it around to wherever you like, and then you can move between your scenes, like so. You might want to go full screen, you might want to go back to the screen share video in the corner, or you might get sick of looking at yourself and show the audience the full screen that you are sharing. Now there's one last scene I'm going to add in here which I want to show you, and that is video. It may be an intro video or just a show reel or something like that which you may want to add into your live stream. So let's just call it video. And over here in your sources, select source, and then you're going to want to select media source. Let's call it video highlight, and you can just search on your local files here, browse. Mine's located on the desktop, and then you've got some settings down here. You can loop the video, you can restart playback when source becomes active, you can use hardware decoding when available, show nothing when playback ends. So a few different options, but I'm happy for it to restart playback when source becomes active and then show nothing when playback ends. I'm happy with all of that. And there's my video. And how cool is that? That's playing along. And I can switch back between, and then when I click on it, it goes back to the start to show the video again. Now there are ways to customize your video and your audio even further. If you select your scene, in this instance it's the main camera, and we've got our MacBook webcam selected, we can go into properties here. You can see that there's obviously those areas there that we can customize, but we can also add filters. So if you click on filters here, there's a whole range of audio and video filters. This first one up here says audio and video filters. It is actually mainly audio filters. You can see here we've got different things we can do to work with our audio. We've got gain, expander, compressors, everything to sort of improve the audio quality. We've also got video delay down here, which if your video and audio is out of sync, this will help you to sync it all back up. We've got effect filters down here, which will change the video side of things. You've got LUTs if you want to put on a LUT, that's like a filter. You've got chroma key. If you're filming on a green screen or a blue screen, you can chroma key out the background. And you've also got color correction. Let's see what color correction does. This is something that you might want to use. And you can see that you can change contrast, saturation, you make yourself really orange if you like, that sort of thing. Let's do that. So you can really get really granular with some of those controls there. Close, happy with that. Now one of the things I probably would use would be picture in picture, and I'd probably adjust that. So again, we can click on our screen share with video there. So we want to make sure we click on our video capture device, which is this one here. We go to filters, and now I might want to crop my video a little bit. Let's hit OK, and you can see that I can crop it there, and it will give us a little bit more. Let's make this box a little bit smaller so we can see what we're doing and see what it is doing. So you can see here there's a little bit of extra dead space, what I call on the sides, which is just blocking that background there. So let's see if we can crop. So we want to crop the left. Let's say we can use the arrows to crop. As you can see that's going quite slow, so let's just choose a number, 300, awesome. And then we want to crop the right side too. Let's go to 60, great, awesome. And you can see now, let's make that a bit smaller, and that fits into that corner nicely. So you might want to try that for your picture in pictures. We can also add text to our live streams as well. Let me show you how you do that. So we've selected our main camera here, and that's where we want our text today. We hit plus, we go to text. Let's call this Tom title. Okay, and then here is where we write our text. I'm just going to put my name in, Tom Rollins. And you've got a few different settings down here which you can do, an outline, drop shadow, whatever you like. I'm going to just keep it pretty plain and simple. You can select your font. Let's go with impact, because I like to make a big impact, and hit OK, and then you can just bring it down, resize accordingly down here. Same goes for logos. If you want to put a logo in, you go plus, you go image, primal video logo, find one of those, locate your logo, here it is on the desktop, and there we go, that easy. You can put it on and you can relocate it to wherever you please. Just put it right there. So yeah, it's really easy to add text and logos to your live streams. And you can obviously turn it off and on as you please down here. Okay, we've done all the hard work, we've set our scenes up, we've got our sources, logos, webcams, screen shares, we've got it all set up, now it's time to go live. Let me show you how you do that. You simply come down here to start streaming. Click that and it'll come up with this pop-up box. It says you need to set up broadcast before you can start streaming. So go to manage broadcast and then go to select existing broadcast. We select this one because we've already previously connected our YouTube channel, and so it's all ready to go. So click that, select broadcast and start streaming, and then select that. Okay, it says we've gone live. Down here you can see the minutes clicking along. You can see our CPU usage down here, and you can also see the data we're using up over in the right hand corner there. It'll also tell us if we've dropped any frames and if we've got any issues down there as well. So let's go over to our YouTube studio to see how we're going over there. And you can see I'm live. Over here we've got our chat, so we can chat to our people out there. Hello everyone out there. Hit that, which is cool. That's really cool. Looks like we've got an excellent... Here's how to use OBS Studios. Here's how to use OBS... So it looks like a real presentation. And bring it to line into your live stream. So let's just call it video. Camera, and we've got, you can see all direction. Let's see what we write our text. I'm just going to put my name in.